Right, so you have your freezer here. So to open this, you've got this little handle, just flick it to the side, hold it sideways, it'll open. Small little freezing compartment there, your fridge. And on the bottom, if you lift that one up, you've got a bottle cooler. So the way this works is, right, how to work your fridge freezer. So your fridge freezer will either work off mains electric if you're hooked up, or gas from the gas bottle. And when you're travelling, it's obvious you can't have it hooked up to mains electric, and you can't have the gas bottle on. So it'll run off the 12 volt cab battery. So the best thing to do is, if I just power it on, is if you just leave it on automatic, then it should find the right source itself. So that's mains hook up there, which we're on at the moment. So if I hold this button in here, this outline one, if I move along, there's mains electric, there's vehicle battery, and there's gas. So if I leave it on automatic, it'll ask us to select the temperature. So the more bars, the colder. I generally leave it in the middle. So I'll go there and just confirm that it's gone to mains electric. So you've got, as I say, you've got the choice of mains electric or gas or battery when you're driving. So what will happen is, if you leave it on automatic, if I go outside now and disconnect the van from the mains electric, it'll start flashing and bleeping red. But when I start the truck up, so if I turn the ignition on and start it up, it should switch over to vehicle battery and stop bleeping, and the little battery symbol should light up. But as I say, as soon as you stop the van and turn it off, it'll start flashing again. So best thing to do is, when you get connected at site, if you want to be on 240 volt electric hookup, best thing to do is plug that in first when you get to campsite, then turn your gas on at the gas bottle. That way the fridge will find the electric first. If it doesn't for any reason find the right source what you want, so simply just come in, tap that. So if you're on mains electric, it should look like that. If you're on gas, you should have the automatic lit up, and the gas flame should be lit up. If it's on the wrong one, just do what I did before. So simply just hold that button in, go along to electric, say I want electric, yes. Happy with that temperature, yes. And it'll select electric for you. But just remember that the next time you go to move away, you'd have to set it to automatic. And that's how you use the fridge. If for any reason you're having a lot of trouble in it, just you can't get it to switch from one to the other, just keeps coming up error or anything, power it off, leave it off for about 30 seconds, then power it back on, and hopefully that should rectify the problem and get you going again. Right, how to work your habitation panel. So if you press the home button, it'll power up. Now starting from the top left here, you have resources. So if you click that, that shows you your starter battery level and your leisure battery level. And that's your fresh water level, and that's your waste level. They're currently both empty at the moment, but that's how you know. So that's your fresh water one at the top, and that's your waste one at the bottom. They'll only ever show 100%, 66, 33 or 0 as I show now. So I would say when you check your fresh water, if it says 33, think, right, I need to fill it and empty my wastewater. Before you fill it, just tap refill there, go outside, fill it from the filler cap. Then when it's full, come back in, and it should say confirm on there, just press confirm, and that'll reset the float level for you. To return back, just press the arrow button, that'll take you back to the main menu. You have switches here, if you click that one. Outdoor light, so if you're sitting outside at night, it's a bit dark, you want the light on. Your water pump, you need that on for your taps to work, your shower and your toilet flush. This one here, if I tap that one, that sends power to all your interior lights and your TV. So that needs to be switched on to run your TV as well. So, back. Now heating and hot water. Click it. Click heating. So down here, you have your choice of which power source you want to use, either gas or electric. At the minute I've got gas on, electric off. So it's just running off the gas bottle. If you wanted the electric on, you would just go gas off, and electric 1800 watts. If you're in the UK, you use 1800 watts. So then you can go back. It's currently 0 degrees in here because it's cold. I've got it set to 22. If you want it more, you just press the plus. If you want it less, just press the minus. When the orange light's flashing like that, the little ring around, that means it's working. So it's starting to kick in now, it'll start to blow hot air around the van. You have a comfort and a fast speed. So basically slow or high, if you look at it that way. That's just how fast you want the hot air blowing out the little vents around the van. So go back, and again. And your water's the same. Turn on. You've got your choices of power source at the bottom there, electric or gas, exactly the same. And with this one, you've got the choice of 40 degrees, 60 degrees, or 70. I usually tell people to leave it at 60 degrees, and it's pulsing away there to see it'll start to build up. I'll just turn that off because I've got no water in it at the moment, so it'll just come up a warning. If you do something wrong and you get a notification comes up on the screen, this is how you clear it in here. So it should come up like an error code. And if you go in this little cupboard at the top here, there's a list of all the error codes here and what they are, so you can rectify the problem. So say if, for argument's sake, say you're running it on gas and say the gas bottle's ran out or you haven't turned the gas bottle on, it'll come up an error code. You'll go on that little list there, find out what it is, turn the gas on or change the gas bottle over, whatever. Then come to notifications, click that, follow it through, and that's how you clear it. If you're on electric hookup, like we are at the moment, this little plug socket should always come on. That way you know you're getting 240 in the van. If it doesn't, the first thing to check is the fuse box in the van. So from there, you come down here. So there's a fuse box either in this cupboard here or in that one underneath the grill, whichever van you've got there in 2 different places. Just go in there and make sure all the fuses are the correct way. If one's tripped, just flick it back up just like you want in the house. If it's not that and they're fine and that little plug socket's still not on, check the campsite, make sure they haven't tripped. So when you're using your heating and your hot water, even if you're using it on electric, not gas, you still have to have the gas bottle on, turned on, because the Truma needs that to work. Even though it's not physically using the gas, it still needs it on to work. If you don't, it'll just keep throwing up an error code and it'll let you heat up. So as you say, if you're using electric, still make sure the gas is turned on at the bottle. If you're going out through the day and you want to turn all your lights off fast, on the way out, say if you're going around all the van, turn all the individual switches off, just go to switches, tap that, and it'll turn all the lights off. If you want to turn everything off fast, just go to turn off, shut down, and it'll shut everything down for you. Your heating, your hot water, all your lights, everything off in one go. That way you haven't got to worry about anything. Right, how to reset an error code. So I've set the heating off on gas, but what I've done is I've turned the gas bottle off so it's not getting any gas. So it should come up soon, red fault. There you go, it's come up that. So if I just press OK, go to notifications, click it, and if I go outside now and turn the gas back on. Right, I've just been out and turned the gas bottle back on. So the best thing to do when you've turned the gas bottle back on, say you've run out of gas and you've changed the bottle over, is just come to the hob and just try and lighten it. That way it like purges the gas through and gets it going. Then you can go back to the control panel. Just unlock it because it's locked. Go back to notifications. And if you scroll down to the bottom, it's got declare issue resolved. So if I click that, then it's saying reset the error. That one. Okay. Now the heating should come on and start to work again. There you go, she's working again. So that's how you reset an error.